Good morning. Hello. I am jacked up today. I was given a crystal clear message, and this applies to everybody watching. And I'm so excited to bring this message to you. Today's original air date is April 18th, 2021. And our topic today is a time for discernment. Discernment. For those of you who are younger, discernment means figuring out what is right and what is wrong. Okay? We need discernment now more than ever. Everything that we know, that we have known as normal, has changed, right? It's all changed. So now where do you stand? Do you go with the flow? Do you go your own way? What are you going to do? And this is something that you really need to seriously think about. And this was brought to me that this is the time for all of us to pay attention. Pay attention to what's going on and decide where you stand. Decide where you're going to go from here. Okay? So much has changed. It is different now. For example, do you wear the same clothes you wore in high school? Of course not. Most of us have outgrown them, but more so, it just doesn't fit anymore. It's not relevant. It doesn't work anymore. So why would you believe and do the same things that you did 20, 30, 40 years ago? Right? Life changes, we have to change along with it. Okay? Things have changed now. For example, what we see, we can't always believe. And this is where we need to discern what we are, what we take in, see if it feels right or wrong, something that you want to get into or not get into. For years, since I was a little girl, I knew that big screen TV, the big screen that you watch in your house, when it was time for what comes on at 5 o'clock, all the channels were talking about the same thing. Same stories, every channel. Why? Because there's an agenda that people want you to believe certain things. So they're all saying the same thing. It is up to you to decide what is true and what is not, what I'm going to believe and what I'm not going to believe. And saying, well, I saw it on TV, no longer works. No longer works. You've seen Jurassic Park. Those dinosaurs looked real, didn't they? Well, I saw those on TV. Is it real? No. How many of you have seen the movies Mission Impossible? Or if you're my age, you saw it as a kid on TV. What was the classic move? They would put a mask on to look like somebody else. They would put something on their throat that was throat technology, which is real, to make you have any voice that's programmed for you to have. So in the movies, you know, a certain actor would have a mask on, something on his voice, and would fool everyone. Guess what? That happens in real life. That happens in real life. What we see on that screen is not always real, and it's time for you to wake up and decide, what are you going to believe in? Hey, Christy, good morning. What are you going to believe in? Okay? Are you just going to follow along with the herd? Well, I saw it on TV. It must be real. Or are you going to do your own thing? Okay. Now, I was doing a lot of research on this. yesterday, and everything pointed out to refer to the book of your religious choice. I'm personally a Christian, and I read the Bible. So what they're saying is, go to the place where you know you're going to get truth. Go to the source where you know you're going to get truth. There's an external and an internal. External is reading your book of belief. In my case, it's the Bible, whatever your book is that you follow. If you don't, you might want to find one that has eternal truths in it. And the other one is internal, and that is meditating, manifesting. That little voice inside of you is your guide. We are made in the likeness of God, and God has given us all. It doesn't matter if you think you're smart, if you think you're stupid. What matters is if you are wise, and we are all given some wisdom inside of us, and we need to grow that muscle of practicing listening to that little voice. Okay, you could do this in your meditation time. It takes 5 minutes. Ask a question, wait, and hear the answer. Okay, because that is your truth. That is your truth. Okay, so are you going to follow what the crowd does, or are you going to follow your own truth? Well, all my friends did this and they all did that. So what? That may not work for you. And it's time to stand up and do what is right for you. How do you find that out? Through that little voice inside of you. And I want it to be so strong and so clear for you. And with time, you can have that. You can have that growing wisdom. You can ascend to be wiser and wiser and wiser. And I will take wise over smart any day. Okay? That inner voice is telling you the truth. What we see now is no longer dependable. It's not dependable. And this is a time for growth for us. This means we need to go out and do our own research, and we need to go out and figure out what our truth is, what our path is going to be, what our decisions are we're going to make about things that are going on in the world right now. Don't blame it on other people or say, well, other people, what I saw when I was watching the big screen on TV was, I saw. No. Those days are gone, my friends. I'm sorry. Ignorance was bliss. It's gone. Develop the muscle of that inner voice. Good morning, Cody. Trust the voice, because that voice is your truth. Okay? A few cards for us today. First one says manifesting, which means praying, believing, talking to whoever you acknowledge as God, divine creator. Manifesting means thank you, God, for whatever the best is that's on its way for me. Thank you for the job that's coming up that's going to be the best for me, or the house that I want, or the partner that I want, whatever it is. Taking the assumptive, because the universe is full of abundance waiting to shower down on you. But have you asked? Manifesting is the creative process of aligning with the energy of the universe to co-create an experience that elevates my spirit and the spirit of the world. See, what happens is this will elevate you. And when you make some kind of movement, okay, when you make some kind of movement, it's like a mobile over a baby's crib, I don't know if you remember when you had kids and there's like little animals hanging or whatever. You touch one thing and it all moves. Okay? You change and it all change. It all moves. Because we are all connected. We're all connected. Okay? So, and we are connected on multi dimensions. We are connected to angels. We are connected to God. There's just so many connections. If you would look beyond just what you see and study and research and learn, we are connected. We are. And we impact each other positively or negatively. True manifesting is about receiving what is of the highest good for all. Why is it the highest good for all? Because we're all connected. We're all connected. Okay? So if we're going to be all connected, please do your part and go for your highest good so that you lift everyone else up too, right? When I cultivate a spiritual connection, I can trust the universe no matter what. The universe is more powerful than what you see on any screen or what you're hearing, what people are saying. This is where the power is, the universe. You want to be plugged into where the power is? I do. This is where I'm at. This is where I am at. To begin the practice of allowing. What does allowing mean? Get out of the way and let it happen. To begin the practice of allowing, I must get out of the way and let Spirit give me direction. When will you hear this direction? When you're in that quiet time and you listen to that little voice inside of you. When you are praying, when you are meditating, when you are manifesting, that's when you're going to get your direction. That's when you're going to get your direction. You're not going to learn it on a screen that tells you what to do, okay? This is not regular school. This is a spiritual school. We never stop learning, okay? Get out of the way and listen to that little voice. Let your ego get out of the way. How many times do you hear people say, I don't need help, I'm good, but I'm in a clapping mood today because I am fired up. No ego, get out of the way and let somebody so much more powerful than you guide your life. Lastly, I trust that my powerful intentions combined with my faith are enough to allow my vision to become reality. My powerful intentions along with my faith will bring you what you want. Isn't that what we all want? Isn't that what we all want? If there's something that you want, someone that you want, whatever it is, pray, manifest, listen to that little voice inside of you, and have the guts to make the change. We are all in a time of ascension right now, meaning we've had the table knocked from under us, okay? Ignorance is bliss. That blanket has been pulled off, okay? We are on our own to ascend or not. What's it going to be for you? I'm going up. I'm ascending. I am ascending. I'm going to be better. I'm going to be richer in my spirit. I'm so excited about the future. I am so fired up about this today. And I want you to be too, because your destiny lies in your hands. You are not helpless. You are not powerless. Don't let those thoughts even in. You have the benefit of the abundance of the divine creator. Tap in and ask. Tap in and ask. And whatever is for your higher good's going to come to you. Practice it. I dare you. I dare you to try it. And if it doesn't work for you, you contact me personally and I will walk you through it, because I want you to know that our divine creator loves us more than we realize and wants to bless us, but we don't even ask. Then we wonder why things go wrong. Okay, I am done for today because I'm fired up and I can keep on talking, and I'm going to stop. If you need help with this subject, contact me. I love you all. This is a time for discernment. Take care.